Hey, welcome back. So I had a request video to see how I do segmented turning. So we're going to do a little bit of a little video on how I do them. A lot of people do them a little different. I don't use a program or even sketch it out. I just kind of make it up as I go for the most part. But I find it more entertaining just to kind of make it up and take it from there. Now I already did what would be considered a got the words, feature ring. So that's going to be the focus of the piece. It'll be kind of up top towards the center. The base should come down, pretty good angle, and then the top is just going to kind of bow in, go up. Should be, I don't know, 12, 16 inches tall time I'm done. So to get started, generally, like I said, since I don't have a plan, I usually just rip my boards down to about an inch, inch and a half. Most of the time that's plenty. For the very bottom ring, I use solid. I already have that glued up, and I'll show you here in a little while. And then, you know, some of the other rings I'll do a little smaller or a little bigger, depending on it. But for the most part, I cut quite a bit at about an inch to an inch and a half, depending on the shape I want, and then adjust the size just by the width of the actual segment. So let's rip a couple boards down to, we're going to do these an inch and a quarter. Now these I've got, it's going to be such a big vase or vessel, I got them about 3/4 of an inch, all the same thickness. It's very important you do that. Get them as flat as you can prior. And then I have my sled set up for 16-inch segments. So let's get that set up. I know this is not the best little stop block in the world, but so far it's worked pretty well, and I'm able to dial it in really nice. So I have this set up now for 7/8, and that's taking into account the 1/8 inch for the blade, or just shy of 1/8 inch for the blade. Guess I should show you this. So what I have here is just, you know, circles drawn out. I have some holes drilled in to hold some finishing nails. That way, when I get it glued up, I use rubber bands. I can pre-stretch the rubber band. And I don't have to fight so much trying to get the rubber band on the segment. So I got 32 of these cut out of the same size. That'll give me 2 rings, which right now I think will work. Knock some of the fuzzies off. And then get to gluing. Alright, so a word of advice. If you're doing this like I do without any kind of plan, just winging it, not a computer program or anything. When you're doing rings, like these are 16 segments each. The more rings you have, the more minor your adjustment needs to be to make different size rings. Take for example, this ring right here is 7/8. I moved the blade or moved the fence over like a 1/16, and that ends up being an inch. Well, this was a little proud of 7/8. Yeah, it's 15/16. So I moved it over a 1/16, comes up with an inch, but 1/16 each time gives you quite a bit of difference, as you can see in the actual dimension of the ring. So keep that in mind when you're cutting them. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but you know, a 1/16 added up over 32 cuts, 16, yeah, 32 cuts, adds up. So like I said, keep that in mind. Just thought I would share that right quick.
Alright, so as you can see, I got all the bottom rings taken care of. I still have to come up with the top rings, but I'll do that after I get some of that taken care of. So right now, as you can see, I got my little sanding disc mounted. I need to get some more paper. So I'm going to sand the sides flat on all those segments and then get the gluing together. Alright, so after you get them all sanded up and numbered and good stuff, you just glue up the segments. I like to do 3 or 4, depending, depending on the shape and the size. Get it turned and continue like that. I got a few rings on, got it kind of shaped out. I did lower this. I cut off 2 rings because I just didn't like how it was looking. So I've got a few rings gluing up over there for the top, and alright, well, as you saw, I had to cut off that last top ring because, well, I just didn't like how it was going to look. So got another one going on here, and hopefully that'll be better.
So here she is. A couple coats of Danish oil. I'm gonna put a few more on there, but hope you enjoyed. If you like that little old video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Have a wonderful day.